Part C reads, explain 5 challenges that an auditor could face when performing an audit in a computerized information systems environment. Challenges. C. Challenges. Challenges of what? Challenges of auditing in a computerized information system environment. What are the challenges that an auditor may face when auditing in a computerized information systems environment? That is the question. What is your take on that one? Challenges. There are times when you as an auditor may be required to audit in a computerized information system environment where the client does not maintain manual system of accounting, but all the transactions are conducted in a computerized information system environment, paperless environment. What are the challenges that the auditor may face? Imagine if, with your knowledge that you have now, because I know you've covered the syllabus, imagine you are called upon to audit in a system that is highly computerized. There are no papers. Okay, everything is through the computers. Okay, what challenges would you face? That's the question. All right. Vincent says system failure. Cynthia says restricted access to the software of the client. Assume there is no restricted access, because the question does not tell us you will be faced with restricted access. Milite says cost is high. Which cost? Which cost are you referring to? Cost of auditing? Or which cost? Or cost of maintaining the computerized information system? She says cost of installing of computer. Now, Medite, when you say cost of installing computer, it is not your role as an auditor to install the computers. The assumption here is that the client has already installed the computers. The client has been operating in a computerized information system. You are just called in to come and audit the financial statements, the accounting information in that information systems environment. So the system is already in place, it has been installed. What will be your challenges as an auditor? That is the question. So Vincent, assume there is no system failure. We've not been told there is a system failure. This is a system that is working. Cynthia says technicality of the client software. You are now talking technicality. To be more specific, Cynthia, you'd rather say complexity. It would make more sense to say complexity. Complexity. Let me put it down. One, I've seen their technicality. I think you are referring to complexity. Why do I say complexity? Because computerized systems can be highly complex. making it difficult for auditors to understand the flow of transactions. The auditors may also not even understand data processing in such systems and the controls in the systems. And that means that the auditor may be required to have or to possess highly specialized knowledge and skills in order for the auditor to assess the reliability of that system. You understand? Complexity. Computerized information systems can be complex. So, and that is a challenge that most auditors even have today, because auditors are not specialized in information systems. Auditors are accountants, like the way you are doing, candidates. You are not specializing in technology or information systems. You are just studying auditing principles and accounting principles. And as you are studying, candidates, you are, even your exam, you are going to use papers. Your exam is not in a computerized environment. You are not learning in even a computerized environment. You are just reading books and writing exams. So when called upon as an auditor in a highly computerized environment, you will find it highly complex, and that is a challenge. So that is technicality. Keep going, drop the points. It requires equipped, someone says it requires equipped personnel. Meditate, the best word there is competent. Competent requires competent personnel. All right, that is true. Because of that complexity, may require personnel who have specialized, okay, who have special knowledge in computers. I earlier said that complex information systems require specialized knowledge and skills. So that point can be argued under complexity, or you can argue it separately. So do you understand? That is just one point. And I want you, when answering such questions, imagine you are the auditor with the auditing knowledge that you now have because you've covered the syllabus. Imagine you've been called upon to audit a company like Airtel or Safaricom or a bank. What challenge would you face? Now, auditing in a computerized information system environment means that the client prepares his, or the company prepares the accounting information using the computers, computerized. What does that tell you? Someone says non-retention of files and data. Non-retention of files and data. Someone says non-retention of files and data. I think that is Merite. I think Merite, you are referring to lack of visible evidence. I want to imagine that is what you mean when you say non-retention of files. Because files, Merite, we also have computer files. In fact, you'll be auditing computer files. Because we have physical files and computerized files. So when you say non-retention of files, I want to imagine you are referring to the physical files, which is a point, if that is the case. And that means lack of visible evidence. Visible evidence. Hard copy evidence. In a computerized information system, the evidence is in soft, right? Computerized. But lack of visible or physical evidence is a challenge. That is true, Merite. I told you your answers are okay. If you have been learning, your answers are okay, and I'm here to help you perfect your answers. So lack of visible evidence. Lack of visible evidence. Now, when again answering such a question, candidates, you are supposed to contrast the opposite of a computerized environment. The opposite is a manual environment where records are kept in physical files, right? Physical files, the invoices are kept in physical files, the receipts, right? The ledgers, you have ledger books or drawers. That is a manual system of accounting. And in a manual system of accounting, there is visible evidence. But in a computerized environment, audit evidence may be electronic and not readily visible. And that is where auditors are required or rely on system-generated reports and logs, which again may require specialized software and expertise to interpret. So that's a challenge. Okay? That is a challenge. Give me another point. Computerized environment should be able to give points like changing technology. Computer technology is always evolving. It's evolving rapidly. And that can be a challenge because auditors must keep with the latest advancements to effectively audit computerized systems. And that can be a challenge because of new risks, because of new vulnerabilities that may emerge with each technological change. So changing technology can be a challenge. But auditing a manual accounting system, you only have papers. The papers are not changing. Maybe they can just change the color, but the concept is the same. Okay? In a manual system of accounting, changes are not as rapid as what we see today in a computerized environment. So if you are called upon to audit a computerized accounting system, you will face this challenge, changing technology. The software that you may use may not be the same that was used last year. Okay? Could be QuickBooks, Excel, Access. There are many systems. Just giving a few examples. And that can be a challenge. All right? What else? Someone says threat to security and information. Yes, that is a point. Threat to security. We can say security risks. All right? Security risks. Security risks. Computerized systems are vulnerable to security risks or breaches, such as hacking, such as malware, such as data theft, and so on. And therefore, auditors need to assess the adequacy of security measures in place and then consider the potential impact of a security breach on the financial statements. Because candidates, as an auditor, you are required to to weigh, to gauge the integrity of the information that is maintained in a computerized environment. All right? And computerized systems are prone to or are characterized or are vulnerable to security breaches. All right? Malware, data theft, and so on. We are to give how many? We are to give 5 challenges. These are just 4. Give me another one. Merite said threats to security and information. We can cite another challenge in relation to reliance on IT controls. Reliance on IT controls is also another challenge in computerized system environment. Auditors often rely on IT controls to ensure the reliability of data and systems. However, assessing the effectiveness of IT controls can be challenging because it may require technical expertise and it may also require specialized audit techniques. Do you understand? So these are 5 challenges. Complexity. Please memorize, understand. Complexity. Lack of visible evidence. Challenging technology. Security risks. Reliance on IT controls. All right, so we've answered that question. So now what you need to do, candidates, without referring to your notes, try to answer it and see how much you can recall. Don't just say you've understood. You've not understood until you answer the question without referring to your notes. Is that clear? That's clear? So, is there any question? This lesson was conducted on request by one of you when we had our financial management class. We will still create time to do all the other questions in April 2024. For now, bye-bye.